Hello everyone, and we are going to be learning the no major skips category for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer Stone or the Philosopher Stone on PS1. Um, let's just start. I may as well just start. Right, we go into here. We have to start from a new save. So what we can do here is we press circle, yes, and the timer starts as soon as the screen goes to black. So I'll tell you when. So now that's when the timer starts. So I'm playing on emulator. I usually play on console because console is faster because of faster disk speed, which is something the PlayStation 2 has. We are playing on emulator, so you can see what buttons I'm pushing. I find when I'm learning speedruns, I find it very helpful when I can see the person's controller, because sometimes they don't explain what they're doing, and it helps a lot, so maybe it helps you. The no major skips category is a very, very good category for if you are looking into getting into speedrunning. It's the first main game I started to speedrun, and once I was getting very good times with no major skips, I then moved on to any percent. I think it's like a really good gateway for if you want to start speedrunning off. Yeah. So I'm gonna go, this is gonna be a super in-depth tutorial. I'm also going to be making separate videos for the harder tricks. Yeah. So I will add those into the description when I make them. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. It's going to be like everything is going to be explained. And the things I can't do, I will get a video in there and show you guys. There's only 2 things I'm a bit not good at. So as soon as you start the game, you're going to be doing a lot of button mashing. And that's square or X if you're on an Xbox controller. There's only, I think, like 3 voice lines you can't skip in the whole game.
School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus.
So I'm mashing square.
Oh.
Up. Now we're gonna go left. Straight away we've got a tiny little trick we can do, which is we go forward here and we can like kind of skate down here and go through the door. All you have to do is hold upright. It'll take you a few goes, but you'll get the hang of it.
Harry, remember me? Ron Weasley. That slime. I think it was your...
Saves a lot of time than just walking down the stairs. And plus it looks cool.
Come on, Harry. Well, I'm Draco. Looking for... Go home.
So, right here...
He's a nasty pig. Ask Griff.
We can do a little thing here that saves maybe a second, maybe half a second.
Come on, Harry.
So before we climb up, we're going to do something different. We're going to go to the right side corner and we're going to try and climb up and get Ron to talk to us, so we skip a cutscene instead of just climbing up, then Ron talking to us. So we're going to try and get...
Let's go.
There, I got it. So Harry climbed up whilst Ron was talking to him, so that saves God knows how many seconds.
To jump.
Here is like the first, like, I'd say first kind of big skip a little bit. Probably saves about 6 seconds. So if we end up going to Ron and landing on that bookcase where Ron's standing, he will talk to us. And then he will say, oh, I have to go back, and it will be a cutscene of him running backwards down here. So we don't want to do that because we're speedrunners. So instead, we run along here, we get a ledge grab. Before we we have to hit the point where Ron is standing. So if we go too forward, he'll start talking to us. So as long as you like go past that point and quickly then press left on the the stick, or if you're on D-pad, then you should be able to get a ledge grab. So this is what would happen.
There's another.
And so you're a speedrunner, you don't want to do that. Here we can go here. We can either go to this one, which is slightly slower, and then jump onto this one, or you can cut a corner and you can go straight to this one. Now, if you do go to that one, there is a possibility that you will get a ledge grab, because that at the lowest point of that floating bookshelf, you could get a ledge grab. And that's slow to get a ledge grab. You'd rather just jump on it. So if you're at the lowest point, play it safe and just go on to the next bookshelf. If you're quite high, just go for the diagonal one. Here, I like to aim for here. And we're gonna do some non-ledge grab jumps, if that makes sense. So instead of just walking forward and making Harry grab the ledge, we're gonna do something even better. We're going to do... he didn't do it. We're gonna do a little jump that makes him skip ledge grabs. Because the less ledge grab time you have, the faster you're going. So you can do that on every ledge. So you could do a jump here. I'm just not that good at doing them. The last two I think are pretty easy to do. Like, you can do it from here as well, but yeah, see, that one's easy. This one's a bit easier because you can see it's slightly bent, so you can just hold forward, land up here. Here I just go like that, like that. But when you're starting out, just climb up them. Like, it takes a little bit. I'm still not used to that room myself. It takes a little bit of getting used to. But when you're feeling a bit more adventurous, give it a go. Here we're just going to hold up left and run against the wall, so we don't get attacked by the snails. Grab the feather. Grab the other feather. If you step in the snail trail, it does give you damage. So when we come in here, we want to, whilst running, we want to try and get a hit. I did that so bad. We want to try and get a hit on the block there. So if we... I did that so bad. You can get early hits from the start of this stairs up here. And as soon as you run down, it'll be about here, and then you hit it again. You don't want to hit it all the way, because that gives you house points, and house points cost you frames. And you can make the jump from here by just holding forward and then quickly holding right there to get that ledge grab. Then I just run across here, grab the feathers, make sure the rat doesn't hit me. You don't have to kill the rat, it's just sometimes he will attack you, and you kind of want health. Here I'm going to hold a charge. You don't need to hold a full charge, half charge is fine. I'm going to line myself up here, because then I can get an easier, like, jump on top of here. Because I've noticed if you start, like, the first bookcase you climb up on in the other room, I normally climb, like, right to the edge of it so I can get that ledge grab. Here, he normally gets the ledge grab there, the ledgeless thing. I normally try and line up with this side here, which means it's kind of free-ish. I didn't show you that. It's a little bit tricky. It's a bit tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. Here, I just move the camera, the two left, because they work a lot. The camera works a lot with you. I find movement is so much easier when you use the camera, so here we just do a simple jump, and then we can jump up there. And you can get things called lock skips. If you're close to the lock, you can unlock it before the lock actually falls off, and you can go into the next room straight away. Here we're going to hit these books, so R1, I target the books with R1 and just press A.
Believers are there.
Here we just run. Nothing fancy. Again, here we're gonna do a flipendo charge. You don't need to do a full flipendo. You can do half or not even half. R1, Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That was so bad. A little bit. Hold it for a little bit. No, don't do like a quick one. I thought I held that for a lot longer, but God, this makes me look really bad. But I promise I'm good. I'm good at the game. Right here, we're just gonna mash square.
I see you risk. Hi. Nice to meet you. Come on, Harry.
We have Madam Hooch up next. If you are new to this game, and basically Madam Hooch, it will take a little while to get used to flying.
Wow. I'll show you where the.
Flying can be difficult. Here you can do one or two things. If you run early enough, you can get in front of Ron there. And he can push you into the Madam Hooch's tutorial room without him talking to you. Or you can do something else, where you run up behind Ron and you hug this wall. And then you hug this wall here. You can do it quicker than this. And then you just like go up behind here and just enter the door here. If you don't do that, you'll just end up with Ron talking to you there. And we don't want that. So try and avoid that. Try and hug the wall there, to avoid that cutscene. Yeah, as I was saying, flying can be a little bit difficult, especially if you're new to it. You will be pretty bad if you're new to Harry Potter and you're new to this game. You will start off pretty bad. It does take everyone a little bit of getting used to, I'd say.
Excellent. The next test, fly through. Ready, Potter?
There is a thing you can do in the third phase. So the third time she finishes. So after this one, we have one more to go. If you are bad and you miss a few hoops at the end, that will benefit you into the future. So don't do it on purpose, because it's faster to end it straight away than it is to try and do the cool thing. If you miss 5+ rings, you can skip a later part in the game. It saves a little bit of seconds, but it's faster to like complete the whole thing. But if you're not good, you have a little time save in the future. I'll tell you when I get up to the bit which you could save. Yeah, so if I was to stop now, I would have a little time save in the future, but it is just quicker to go through all the hoops.
Well done. You've mastered.
It involves the troll, the sleeping troll, and the key underneath the cage. You don't have to get that if you miss more than 5 rings.
Hello, Harry.
So it saves you a tiny bit of time. I'll explain it when we get to there a little bit more in detail. So as soon as you come out, just walk, just follow Hermione. We will just kind of talk to Ron. He doesn't say anything to us, though we have some lines down there. So as soon as we enter this room, I like to go up left, or just up. We avoid talking to this guy, and how we do that is by just not stepping on the carpet. See, he doesn't talk to us, so you can go both ways, it doesn't matter. Whatever way you feel comfortable with. If you accidentally talk to him, that's what happens, he talks to you, and you don't want to talk to him, because every time you talk to someone, that wastes time. These tables are slightly RNG, so you may sometimes get some ledge grabs on there when they're at their lowest point. I can't really say anything about that because it's RNG, so You can jump from that table to this here instead of jumping on those last 2 tables. So it's a little thing there.
Welcome. Watch my complete. Now you get ready.
With spell learning, there is something that may happen to you. It's very common. It's called a phantom input or a ghost input, which means there will be an input that just goes without you pressing it. So if you're like, why is it putting inputs in there? It's the game's fault, so it's not your fault. It's normally triangle, so I always like to try and keep my finger on triangle when he starts. We'll see if there's any ghost inputs with the other classes. There probably will be. There's always at least one. If not, this will be a very lucky game. So we're gonna go up here.
Well done.
It's normally triangle for Flitwick. And it's triangle for herbology. And there's 2 more classes. I'm trying to think, one of them is not triangle. It's mostly triangle.
Dear, you can get to top row.
Come down here. See, I'm just using the camera buttons to like turn instead of turning Harry. I'm just always holding. Me personally, I find it's comfortable. I also think it's quick as well, instead of like moving him. So here we're gonna fight Malfoy. We're gonna do something cool. We're gonna do some parkour, save some time. Instead of coming down the stairs, we're gonna just jump off here. He talks to us straight away. Spam X, and we're gonna do Wingardium Leviosa on here.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Now, the Crackers fight is very interesting. There's a few things you can do. First one, we're going to get really close to Malfoy, so it limits him from moving too much. Because he kind of mirrors Harry in a way. Like, if Harry moves a lot, he will move a lot. If you don't move a lot, he won't move a lot. So we just wait until his cracker comes into his hand, and then we throw it. Because if we throw too early, I'll show you what happens. If we throw too early, he'll move. Or, another thing which will happen if you throw it too early, his cracker will not come out of his hand and it will despawn, so then next time you will not have a cracker. This one's an interesting one. We start off with, we stand about here-ish, wait for Malfoy to throw, walk, wait for this guy to throw, walk, throw whilst Malfoy is there. I didn't get it. I don't know what I should do. I'm going to show you what it should look like. This is not what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, we're gonna carry on with this fight so we can show you things not to do. If you throw your cracker too early, he can move out of the way. He's really, I don't like Malfoy. Malfoy is really mean. But yeah, if you throw your cracker too early, he'll like move out of the way. When you hit this guy, the first hit, oh, this guy. See, stuff like that. Right. I'm just gonna stop talking. Right, third one is a little bit harder. I'm doing the most optimal way to beat Malfoy, the fastest way. So we're gonna wait here. He's gonna throw, that guy's gonna throw. Pick up this cracker, throw it. Pick up this cracker, throw immediately, so you get 2 hits for the one. And then wait until he's about to throw, and then throw that last cracker. It's a little bit hard. Normally, like, you start off from the left, move to the right as he's about to throw his big cracker, and the crab will throw his cracker. Quickly pick up that one, throw it, and then the Goyle will throw his one where you were standing last, then go back there. And you also have to be careful. If you're in the throwing animation, the cracker will explode when you hit it, when you walk into it, so that cracker will then disappear and you get damaged. If I'm honest, I've only learned how to do that now after been playing it for, God knows, like 6 months or so. The cracker fight will take some time to get used to. Yeah, it will take some time to get used to, and the things I would say, like, to get practice with if you're doing no major skips would be flying, because you're going to be doing a lot of flying, and Malfoy, the cracker fight there. Everything else is kind of easy in a way.
Gryffindor are in the lead on house points.
Also, the next cutscenes I'll be fast forwarding, so you guys don't have to watch everything. I'm just talking through this one so you guys can know things. But yeah. Oh, here's an interesting thing. This has nothing to do with speedrunning. It's just I like the way Harry looks up to Hagrid, and then as soon as Hagrid walks away, Harry kind of looks at his butt. As you can see, look, his head is up there. He's looking up at Hagrid. And then his head, like, goes straight down to his butt. There's some interesting facts there. Look, he's staring at his butt. Right. So, we've entered here. We're gonna go for the third one straight away, so as soon as we hit here, we get a timer. Don't be worried about the timer. We're gonna half charge there, push that in. We're gonna climb up this second one from about this angle so we can get a good jump. Gonna jump, change camera, jump, change camera up here. And then we've got into
Harry Potter,
I can't remember her name.
right. Watch my completing. That's the tip.
Let's see if we get in the phantom inputs here. They are always on the first hit of the, like, cycles of these things. So now it might be on the first hit now. No. Okay, we didn't get any phantom inputs, but normally it would be triangle.
Excellent. Perfect.
Yeah, it's just Simon Says for this.
Well done. Now follow.
Incendio. There is a cool thing you can do with Incendio. It's called Fast Incendio.
Let's try. Use your hit the correct.
What that means is, if I was to do Incendio, so Incendio, you can see here you have to push the buttons to the time of the, I'm already doing it wrong. Push the buttons to the time of the thing. But instead, you can do something cooler which goes a lot faster. So here is a short little clip that shows you the different fast incendios you can do.
Excellent, Harry.
I will put up the fast incendios, like, around here as well, so you guys can write them down. Like, it's always a good idea to, like, have a little note book. There's a few things that are worth taking notes, and fast incendio is definitely one of them. So the fast incendio is always going to be the same. It's always going to be the same buttons, so you can remember that. So as soon as I hit incendio, I need to know that the first input is X. So as soon as I, like, start the spell, I hold X, so you'll see.
Incendio!
And there I did what you just saw there. I held X to start the thing, so that put the first input in straight away. The second and third input I did in one cycle, so square X, and then you can do two inputs in one cycle, in one, like, dot where the thing was. So that will take a little bit of getting used to. Every time an incendio comes up, I will put down the incendio, like, what buttons you should push for that. There's actually not many in no major skips, and there is one that you can actually skip as well, which I'll still put up the incendio if you want to learn it, but it's worth doing the skip. The next incendio we do, I'll show you what we do with that one. That's not actually, you can't actually do fast incendio with the next one we're about to go up to. But
I used to have a puffs game.
here we just hold up this way. Try and avoid, I have done this a few times where I've like held the wrong direction up, so it's like sometimes I let it be like here, and you get that, and you don't want that. Try and just hold. It's good to try and remember what inputs to do after cutscenes, because you want to get out of the cutscene as fast as you can.
There you are, Harry. The plant means some very...
Okay, Hagrid wants us to go collect some fire seeds, and now this is where no major skips and any percent splits. So with no major skips, we go down here and we get the fire seeds. In any percent, we go to this red book and we start doing fire seed skip where we clip outside, we grab up there, and we jump over this gate. Because once we get the fire seeds, this gate will open. And any percent, we have to do fire seed skips. So this is where they separate now. So we're going to carry on with doing no major skips because this is what this is. Try and avoid this thing.
Out of my way.
Just talk to him. And we're going to go into the gargoyle place. You can get an early hit on the gargoyle straight away if you quickly hold X. And how you fight him, I've seen quite a few people like do it wrong. So early hit. We got that early hit. You need to stand as further away as you can from him. As when he's really high, that means you can get the hit. When he's really close to you, that's when you don't get the hit. For some reason, it doesn't recognize hits if he's super close to you. So as soon as you get the first hit, run very far away from him. And make sure he's up high. When he's up high, that's when you can give like the full hit. We don't have to worry about beans. Yeah. So, yeah, you can get the early hit. The early hit is kind of hard to do, but, it's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. It's just, I've seen quite a lot of people when they come to fight him, they'll be, like, really up close to him and be like, why is he taking no damage? For some reason, the game doesn't like you to be up close to him. It's only when he's super high is when you can hit him, or when you're far away from him, when he's coming towards you, that's when you can hit him for some reason. So, now we're going to go on to the Puffskein skip. And I'll tell you what Puffskein is. It's a yellow squishy thing. It's these things. These things are called Puffskeins. And what you do with them is you feed them and you squish them inside of a hole to give you air pressure to go on to the next place. So there, you saw it there. Pardon me. What we would have to do now is go over to the Puffskein, wake him up by, like, hitting him. And then we'd have to, like, kind of, like, bring him towards here and get him stuck in here, which will then raise the air pressure of this well. Now, as you can see, we can't reach that well, but we are speedrunners, and we can actually reach that well without doing anything. So the Puffskein skip is basically coming up to here, getting stuck between the well and the wall, and the game just shooting us up because it doesn't want us to be there. Now, how we do this is we come to this side of the well, this first well, we come to the left side of the well, and we want to start walking into the wall. Now, you kind of have to play with the camera a bit here. As soon as we start running, so as you can see, like, I'm walking here, but if I play with the camera, Harry's gonna run, so he's running there. And you kind of want to see, like, there, he's running. So you have to kind of play with the camera a little bit to get Harry to keep walking. We want him to walk into the thing. So I made that look easy. So you just play with the camera. If he's about to run, try and, like, just fix the camera a little bit. Hit the other way. Play with the camera a little bit. Playing with the camera is, like, I think the main key of this game. So as you saw, we skipped the first one. Easy. The first one I think is the easiest one. The second one I struggle with a tiny bit, and I've seen, like, quite a few other people struggle with it a tiny bit. The third one I think is the easiest. As soon as this is the second well, we're not going to come from the left, we have to come from the right for this one. And we're going to do the same thing, we're going to walk into it. Same thing, walking into it. And you might get this thing where Harry just doesn't walk. Sometimes it's good to just move the camera or just to move Harry to try and... Yeah, there. I should have moved the camera, but it's... This one is a little bit more speedy. He's doing it again. There. You just need to play around the camera. You know, I find that the second one, I think, is the most trickiest one. Some people say the third one is. I think the second one is, but it's up to you. We're gonna pull this lever here, and then we're gonna move on to the third well. Now with this one, people still do the walking thing, but I find it's more consistent if we do the double bounce, which is we don't have to walk into it, we just run into it straight away. Try and get a double bounce. Try and get Harry to land on the floor near the well while still, like, being close to get that. So let me do it again for you. Oh, there, he just did it first try as well. So, yeah, I try and run into that well and get a double bounce. Here we're gonna look at this long cutscene, so we're gonna skip it. Okay, that was a long cutscene. Right. We're gonna just do some platforming. We're gonna run on top of these guys. Here again we run here. It's very simple. Here there is something you can do to save seconds. It also depends on your life as well, how much life you've got, or health. We run onto this second one, and instead of climbing up onto this one next, we just run on the lava. It's quicker to run on the lava. And we just whoop, climb up. And that's it. It's faster to do that than to like land on all the other things. Here we're gonna do an Incendio, but this is the only Incendio that does not have a fast Incendio. So you cannot do fast Incendio on this one. Pick up the fire seeds. And now we're gonna go back. I normally land on this one, and then this one, and then I go back onto the lava again. It saves a second to walk onto the lava than to just climb on top of every platform. Here we just go back to where we came from now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't mean to do that. Right, oh, here's a quick little thing that I've learned. I don't know if it's... Wait, let me see if it is. Okay, it's a console thing then. If you're playing on console, try and get Harry to jump from the middle. Try and not cut corners. If you're on console, don't go for this jump that I just did here, because there seems to be like an invisible wall. And I've jumped from this angle many of times, and Harry just doesn't want to jump. He'll just like hit a wall and fall like straight away just there, and he can sometimes get a ledge grab. So that's for the console people. Emulator, you don't seem to have to worry about it. So the game is slightly different to a console, and emulators seem to run like a tad different, because there was no like invisible wall there. Here you can do a tiny little thing where you can just like jump to this second platform. You can jump to the last one, but that takes off a little bit of health, and health is what you need, and then you can just jump to the next platform there. If you're low on health, like if you're super low on health, just drink this. But warning, it does take up a lot of time to drink the potion. See, it takes a lot of time, but it does give you full health. If you had the health I had before, I would just carry on playing, because you can pick up a frog that we didn't pick up, or maybe you did pick it up. You have to remember if you did pick it up, because you'll need it for later on, because you'll be facing up against Malfoy, and you don't want to die to Malfoy for the second time. Again, avoid the purple squishy thing. And there's the frog, that if you were on low health might have helped you.
Well done, Harry. Now I can show you. Come on inside.
I'm gonna skip. So in that cutscene, it was just Hagrid hatching his dragon, and then he gave us a book. It doesn't really matter. Now we're gonna go through the gate that the any % people try and get through. And the funny thing is, the gate is solid one way, and it's not solid the other way. So if you're doing any %, and you get over here, you can just walk straight back because the gate is only solid in one direction. Okay, we're gonna go back here now. We're gonna go straight here. Gonna talk to Ron.
Me, Harry.
Also another thing to talk about is 100%, because you might want to do that as well.
This is
In
entrance to
100%,
Quidditch.
you only have to collect the
Versions
blue
like us aren't allowed
beans.
to play.
If you're wondering,
I
like,
know,
if you
mate,
need any
here
beans,
comes
you don't
the-
need any beans in No Major Skips or any %.
Malfoy's-
um,
he ran off on- Please
You only
help me.
need blue
Come
beans
on.
for 100%. And you need wizards cards, house points, and Quidditch gold wings.
I think
So here's the second time of Malfoy. So it's good to have the health because he will be throwing bludgers at you, and you don't want to die here because it resets the whole thing again, and it's long. With Malfoy, just keep spamming X because X might appear, X might not appear, but you may get a hit without it like even appearing. Or sometimes when you do press it, when it spams, like when it comes like, oh, press X, you might not even be able to do it. It's a bit funny the way it happens. Again, you have to be kind of good at flying to get, you know, you have to be good at flying.
damaged my... Here.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, and you need to do Gringotts 100% as well, which means you just need to collect all the gems if you're interested in doing 100%.
You've come on.
I like the laughing butterflies, I think they're cool.
Mr. Although I ordinary hurry along.
So we're going to do our first game of Quidditch. Again, like I said, it does take a little while to get used to flying in this game.
I just wanted...
If you're playing on console,
As soon as
good luck. The flying with console is very, very laggy. Especially in the Slytherin game, it's super laggy, but most games are very laggy. If you're playing on emulator, it may lag a little bit. It does do that.
Here comes Potter!
But remember, it's a lot less than console, so good luck to the console people out there.
A glint of gold!
Is that the snitch? Potter's seen the snitch.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, we just
Moving in for the kill.
go through the hoops.
This is amazing!
If you miss them, you're gonna be losing time.
Close!
What else to say?
Harry Potter closes in on the snitch!
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you get hit by the bludgers, because your health regains after each Quidditch match you do.
Seeker!
And the same with entering Quidditch as well, your health goes full when you enter Quidditch. So it doesn't matter if you get hit or not. This guy will push us a little bit, but nothing really much, like he'll like nudge us every now and then, but it's fine.
This is amazing! Potter takes the lead! Potter is so close! Ah!
Oh, it feels so much better playing on emulator. I feel so much faster. Oh fuck. Oh no, I'm doing really bad now. No, I'm just gonna slow it down. A good tip, wait.
Potter's going for it!
A good tip for anyone who's speedrunning, this is what I say to everyone, it's like my quote. Go slow to go fast. If you're new to a game, it's going to be better if you're gonna go slow and do it properly than just speeding through it without knowing what the hell you're doing. That's what like tends to happen with the newer players. They'll just try and speed as fast as they can and like end up killing themselves, which costs time, or just forgetting things. So I always find if you go slow, you do it properly, you're going to tend to be faster because you know you're doing everything properly. And then once you're confident with the thing, then go fucking mad. Go mad. Go fast as you can. But while you're starting, go slow. Cuz you can improve.
Wow, come on.
You can improve easily. If you're going slow as well. Plus time save for next time. Here we're gonna do something called brain skip. I'm gonna go into a little bit more in depth in another video about brain skip. I'm just gonna go quickly over brain skip right now. So what I do with brain skip is I line myself. Oh, let me tell you what we do for brain skip first. So the idea of brain skip is to get over this hedge because the brain is over here. Now, if we was to do it casually, we would have to pull this lever and then walk all the way to the other side, go through a door, and then get the brain, which is too long for us. So what we do instead is brain skip, and brain skip means we get like a lineup, we get a really good lineup, we get a frame perfect thing, and then we can clip on top of this bush here. We just end up like coming to the top of the bush, and then we can just jump over, get the brain, then jump back and then leave. So for this, I like to line up with this dot here. When you come out, you can kind of see it. It kind of sticks out if you're looking for it. So this dot here, you can see that dot. That dot's easy to see. It stands out. I like to line my left shoulder up with that, so I'll walk straight into it. And here we kind of, as you can see, I'm playing with the camera. I like to line up like this, so when he walks, he covers it. And then when he like puts his shoulder down, it like comes in and out of vision. Now, when we get that good spot there, we press triangle, and now we hold the trigger buttons, R2 and L2, and now we use D-pad because D-pad is more accurate. So I'm gonna turn my camera, and I'm gonna hit this little spot here. So it's ideal to get the white part inside the circle. So I would say right there, that's like the most perfect thing. I will be going into more depth. I will be adding a link to the thing to like let you guys know. So here's where something is different. See, we're still holding L2 and R2. I'm gonna let go of triangle, and then if you're on emulator, the game will do like a camera tilt thing. You have to wait a little bit and it will do a camera tilt thing. Once it does the camera tilt thing, then you can go forward, but go forward on the D-pad because it's more accurate. If you're playing on console, you can go straight away. For some reason, I don't know why, but it does that on our emulator. So we're gonna do triangle, the camera's gonna tilt there, and now we're gonna hold forward. Shit, we didn't do it. Let me do it again. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Gonna go up here, then triangle, wait for the camera to tilt, then go forward, and now we've clipped up. There we go. That's what we wanted. So now we're on top of these bushes. There's the brain. We just jump to the brain, pick up the brain, and then we just jump back over there again because it's quicker. Here we avoid these spiky things, and we're going to avoid another cutscene. So as soon as we walk out of like this little area, Hedwig will come and bring us a letter, but we don't want to deal with that, and we don't want to see that cutscene. So as long as we stay straight, we'll skip it. So staying straight, run up against this wall, and there we go. We've missed it, but I'll show you what happens anyway. So this is what happens if get Hedwig. Also, you can skip the letter. I accidentally picked it up because I was too close to where the letter dropped. But if you're like, oh no, what do? You can skip the letter. It's fine to skip the letter. It doesn't do anything. So now we're gonna go to run, and we're gonna do a skip here. So back to we've done this thing. We fast forwarded. Okay, we're going through this door now, where Ron went. Yeah, my sound just stopped working, and Streamlabs doesn't like recording for some reason. So here we're gonna talk to Ron, and now we're gonna race him. Oh, why did it do that? That's weird. I think it's because it had the technical difficulties. So we're gonna try and avoid him. So what happens is, stop talking to me. We can beat Ron in a race there. I feel really bad. I'm just gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you it whilst I talk over it. So we can just run along the edge here, and we can beat Ron and avoid talking to him at the end there. Now we're gonna talk to Snape.
Ah, so well.
My controller is not happy. So it would be amazing if teachers held the door open for you. It would save a lot of time as well. We are going to go into... First, we're going into, potions. Potions. I think it's potions. God, I've been speedrunning this game for ages and I can't even tell you what. Not Defense Against the Dark Arts, it's potions. I think it's potions. Can't remember the name for it. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna go to the left side, where potions are. Is it potions?
No, I haven't. Come on.
Oh, is this potions? Is this potions class? Yeah, it's just. I thought it was gonna be called like something cool, like I don't know, potions. How to make cool potions. We're in Snape's class, and we're gonna make potions now. With this part, speedrunners don't learn the thing because it's always random, so if you're like writing down what buttons to push, there is no point because it's going to be different every time you play it. So you just need to, you know, be ready for it. So yeah, you just need to be ready for it. It's always going to be different. There's no point on learning it. Here we actually have a skip that I found. And I'd like to see you guys try it. If you're new, there's 3 ways of doing this. You can do it the casual way, which is the slowest way. You can do it my way, which saves 5 seconds off the casual way, or you can do it the super fast way. But only the professional people can do the super fast way. I'm gonna try it. If not, I'm gonna show you me doing it another time, or someone else who's doing it. We can do the troll first fast cycle. This is gonna be the fastest one, please. Gonna hold it. No. We slightly missed the fast cycle. So that was a little bit off. It's because I didn't land here and I started doing a circle thing instead of throwing it. So that was meant to be the fast cycle. I'm gonna show you now how it's meant to be done. This is the fast cycle, troll cycle. So you can see here, you jump straight into the puffer pod and then quickly throw it. This is my method of the fast troll. We go for the second one and then we go for the first one. It saves a few more seconds than going for the first troll then second. So if you're new to the game, I'd recommend you doing this version of the troll skip. And here's just a comparison video of how fast each one is. So the bottom one is the fastest one, top right is my version, my strat, and left is the casual way of doing it. Yeah, we're just gonna go into the next room. So here we don't have to worry about his cat. Don't need to worry about his cat. Unless you're doing 100%, then you do. Here we go up to the lever. We pull it. And now we're going to go into the laggiest room of the game. So this room is like super laggy, especially on console. Here it's good, as I said, it's good to go slow. So you may get a few ledge grabs. It's always nice when they line up together. You can hit them to make them stop. They only stop for a certain like amount of seconds and then they carry on going. But if you feel comfortable doing it, go for it. As long as you don't die, you lose health. So let me show you. You lose health every time you fall into the green goo. And if you lose all of your health, it puts you back at the trolls where you first started there. And then you have to do all of this over again. So it's always worth to go slow and make it instead of going fast and dying a lot and it puts you back. We're going to pull this lever. And then if you took a few falls, it's always good to collect frogs. Yeah. Though, we're coming up to 4 eyes next, so it's good to have a little bit of, like, half health, or close to, like, no health. Because we're going to be doing a death abuse when we get to 4 eyes, which is not too far away. Now, for all of you people that did bad on Madam Hooch's tutorial, there's a cool thing you can do. As soon as we enter this room, there's going to play a cutscene. As you can see, there's a key there. There's a cage. There's a key in a cage. And if you didn't get, if you missed 5 hoops or more in Madam Hooch, you can skip getting that key. But because we did good in Madam Hooch, we have to get the key. If you don't get the key, you can just carry on climbing. So as long as you get this lever here, you can go straight back outside now, and you can just climb up, and you can go through that door. Even though there's a padlock on there, it will automatically open. We don't know why it happens, but it just does. But if you did good with Madam Hooch, you have to collect the key. So we're going to collect it. We're going to stand really close to the cage. We're going to Wingardium Leviosa it. We're going to lift it, drop it, collect the key, and run. He is slow, so you don't have to worry about that. Don't bother putting it on the hay because it just takes more time to do that. So we're going to come up here now, and we're going to just climb up. Gonna go along here. Gonna open it. Now here, people have like 2 ways of doing it. It's the same speed, it doesn't really matter. I do it from this angle. I get this guy, and then I wait to get the puffer pod here, and then I wait for that guy to go over there, and I hit him. Some people run to the other one. I don't see any point. I didn't get the lock skip. Gonna collect the fire seeds, the fireflies. Gonna just mash square.
There wasn't it. Give me those fireflies.
Give me those fireflies.
Now leave.
Now leave. The next class we have to go to is Defense Against the Dark Arts. Now, the books can be tricky. We're gonna jump down instead of walk down because it's faster. And we're gonna go into the Defense Against the Dark Arts. It's a cool looking door. So we've got these books. These books are horrible. Be careful with this second book. You can go straight through it. It's not a solid book. They did a bad job on it. With this third one, I've seen loads of people do tricks here where you can just jump to that platform. You can do that, but I think it's just safe to do this because it's the same amount of time anyway. We're gonna land on this book. We can get a ledge grab onto this little place here, but it's worth it to just wait. I have tried it before and I've lost runs to it. So I'd say play it safe.
Today we'll
If you're feeling ballsy, do it.
That was good.
excellent. Perfect.
But if you see people doing other strats, where they like jump from the
That was good.
solid bit of I don't know, platform there, it doesn't save any time doing it. I think it's always a bit risky to do it when you don't save time at all. So
That was
it's
good.
like the books are on a certain time. So
Excellent.
there's no point on doing anything cool in there because you'd rather stay safe.
Perfect. You may now end.
Again, no phantom inputs. This is it's actually kind of good.
First, observe.
I normally always have a phantom input in here. We're gonna come up to here and then we're gonna get a little sparkle. And that means we can then do the spell.
Impressive.
Gonna go through the door. Not press A. Hermione talks to us. And then she takes ages to run away. And she disappears. Look. She's gone. We're gonna enter into Four Eyes now. So we're gonna jump down here, turn, and see we get the sparkle. Get the sparkle, hit Verdimilius. We're gonna just hold forward, jump on these. I find it's the same time to jump on the other one than to get this ledge grab, so I'd just go for the ledge grab. Now, it's always good when entering Four Eyes. As you can see, there's Four Eyes up here. You've now entered Four Eyes. It's always nice. If you are like half health, that's really good. Because we're going to do a death abuse once we get all the eyes. We're going to come up here. So if there's any health, try and avoid frogs. You don't need health in here. If you accidentally fall and die, well, if you accidentally like, you know, well, it is dying. If you accidentally like die, it's fine because that means your health will get lower. We're gonna go through this door first. We're not gonna go on the cauldrons. We're gonna jump on this cauldron. And we're gonna jump up here. I have managed to do it once and I've seen a few people do it. When the cauldron is at its highest point, you can skip getting, landing on there and you'll just end up getting a ledge grab like this. You'll get it from there while jumping from the cauldron. Very rare to do, but it's very cool if you do it. We're gonna go through this door. And here is something that I've noticed like a lot of people do. They'll half charge it and then hit and then complain. You have to full charge these eyes, which means you have to get it, and once it glows all white, then you're good to go. Then you're good to let go. So make sure you full charge your flipendos instead of like half charging them. And it's also like when he says flipendo, that means it's a full charge. Yeah. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna jump on top of here. We don't need to hit it. We're gonna get a ledge grab onto this. And now we want to get hit by these turtles. They're called fire crabs, but they're turtles, really. We want to get hit. If you get hit by the flames, that's fine. That's all good. So you can see there, none of them are at the right level. We're going to do another full charge flipendo hit. Oh, we got one. Nice. Oh no. Now they're up high. Oh well. Gonna go through this door. Gonna jump over here. And now we're gonna, like, jump onto these cauldrons. Now, there is, like, a cool little thing you can do here that saves a tiny bit of time. Instead of jumping on this cauldron and then jumping on here, you can go for a little bit of a ballsy strat by just skipping that cauldron and going straight to here, but, like that. If you die, that's fine because it takes off more life and it saves time when you want to kill yourself. But if you get that, nice, you've saved like 0 point something of a second. We're gonna jump onto these tables. Don't jump forward here, try and jump to the side, land on here. You can also do a thing, instead of climbing up like this, which is a bit slow because Harry has to kind of like climb up a big distance, you can do a jump and then make him climb, which saves a bit more time to do that. So if you come up to a ledge and there's another thing you have to grab, you can jump and then grab a ledge, which saves a bit more time than just making Harry pull himself up. In here, as soon as you enter the room, hold X. You're gonna walk this way, look at the red eye, and quickly run at the door. That means what you've just done there is you've played the cutscene whilst playing another cutscene of going through the door. Because when Harry goes through the door, it plays an animation of him walking through the door. And you've just put two on top of each other, which means you saved a little bit of time there. Because you've got the red eye dying and you walking through the door at the same time. Here we're going to do a cool thing. Ooh. That's not the cool thing. I didn't want to trigger the knight to walk. So what you can do here, let me just jump off so the table can actually come back down and stuff. What you're going to do here is when you jump onto that table, jump onto the ledge there, and you're going to skip fighting the knight by just jumping past him. So let me show you how it looks. So we're trying to get up here. We're going to jump here. This knight is going to start running. We're going to try and jump here, and we're going to get a ledge grab. If you don't get that, you can just target him by pressing R1 and holding Flipendo. He needs full Flipendo charges, not half. He needs full. So it saves a bit of time just jumping past him instead of attacking him because you have to hit him twice. If you can't, you'll end up dropping to the floor. You'll lose a bit of health. And then you have to climb back up and get on the table, and then you probably have to fight him if you miss it. So I'd say, if you're a beginner, probably kill the knight. If you're feeling it, you just go for the jump. You save time by not killing him. Now we're going to enter Blue Eye. If you're on emulator, you should copy what I do because it saves time. If you're on console, I would suggest not doing it because it may softlock the game, and that means if you softlock the game, you can't carry on playing the game. And you do not want to softlock the game because that means it's just unplayable and you can't carry on with the game. So we're going to do a thing where we skip the cutscene like we did with the door for the red eye. We're going to play a cutscene on top of a cutscene, and that allows Harry to move whilst a cutscene is playing. Which means, you know, the more time you have as Harry in controlling him, then the faster you are than just watching a cutscene and then controlling Harry. So we're gonna go in here. What I do for this is I hold my Flipendo, I move my camera, I look at the eye, walk out. As soon as we walk out, we walk straight back into the room. The animation is playing over while we have control of Harry. Before we die, we wait for the animation. And now we can do death abuse, where we just kill ourselves. The reason why we death abuse is because we don't want to walk back to where we started. It's quicker to kill ourselves, and it puts us to where we want us to be. So it's quicker. So because we killed ourselves, it's put ourselves at the start of Four Eyes again. So there was Four Eyes up there, they're gone now. We're gonna walk through this door. Try and aim for the left door there. If you go for the right door, Harry will just like do a little animation of him walking to the left. We're gonna jump down here. Go through this door. Gonna walk. Hermione now opens the door up into Transfiguration. That basically tells you where you need to go. You need to go to Transfiguration. So we just go up here. We go upstairs, because that's where she went. And we're gonna go through the same door she went through. We're going to go into Transfiguration class, now. And, when I started playing this game, I found that, getting to Transfiguration class was probably the hardest class to get to. The books in Defense Against the Dark Arts are quite bad, but I find that, the Transfiguration is, quite hard to do. So, when we enter, we're faced with these planks of wood. It's the second plank that I think it gives people trouble, because you need to, as soon as you land on it, you have to quickly get off of it, because it has the shortest amount of time before it breaks away. So we're gonna quickly go to the first one, and we just need to quickly land on that second one as quick as we can, and quickly run away. See, all of them have, like, you can land on them and walk on them for a while. The second one just instantly drops. We're coming into here, and we have to be careful of the last one. If we hold 2 up, if we hold, like, full up, we'll go straight past it and miss it. We can overshoot very easily on that last one. So I always, like, go a little bit half on my stick instead of full.
Anyone watch my complete get ready.
Okay. Is there gonna be any ghost inputs here? No. It's always the first input that's a ghost input. So that's what you have to be careful of. It doesn't happen in the middle of this.
Perfect.
So let's see if it's gonna happen in this first one.
Good.
No. Oh my god, what? No phantom
That was
inputs.
good.
That's amazing. We've got one more. Let's see if it happens there.
Perfect. Very well.
Oh, there you go. We just got that. That was a ghost input there. As you saw, the white dot didn't go up to the triangle,
good.
but I did press triangle because it was going to hit.
Excellent.
As long as you time it right, it will not cost you any time. But if you do miss it, it
Perfect.
costs, I believe, about 7 seconds or a little bit longer, because you have to carry on doing it, because she'll say, oh, you didn't do it right, you need to do it again.
Welcome.
Yeah.
First, now.
Be careful with those.
yes.
Those are a bit annoying. Okay, we're gonna do Transfiguration, where we just press X. Just have to time it. You can't do anything here. You can't do 2 inputs into one like Incendio.
Well done.
I'm gonna jump onto this table. Gonna wait for it to go up, and then we're gonna walk in there. Right, as soon as we exit, we press X. That starts Abbey Forth's Transfiguration. We just press X, and we turn a stone bird into a real bird. We then climb the table, and the table will bring us up. We're gonna go this side. We don't want to go to the bookcase area, because that's where we end when we come through that door. We exit out of the top door up there, which then brings us to the next door. So we're gonna enter here, and we're gonna exit that way. So now we have to race against Peeves. There is a big thing about Peeves that I will tell you when we get to racing him. So we have to go up here. We have to climb the table. And now, once we go through that door, that's when we race Peeves. So with Peeves, you can soft lock the game with Peeves. If you are too fast, the game will just stop and you cannot play it any longer. So as again, soft lock is when the game just doesn't allow you to carry on. But this is the last phase, so you can go as fast as you can now. I'll tell you where you can't go fast. Oh, don't do that. Don't die. That's bad. It is a little bit tricky here, and sometimes, like, some people use D-pad for this area because it's all very straight lines, and with analog stick you can mess up a little bit. You can also do like little tricks by like cutting corners and jumping across them. Here I like to try and go early, turn early, so the knight doesn't hit you. There is another knight, he's just here. This one might get you. I always turn early. If you go, like, if you carry on walking straight into him, he'll hit you. And you may die. I'm gonna carry on this way. It's the last little part of this race. You can jump from this one to this last one. Saves a little bit of time instead of jumping on each and every one of them. Hit the spider web. You can collect, there's so many frogs in this part of the game that, you know, they're free. You can literally pick them up whilst you're running. You can just jump here. I like to jump over here. You can jump over here too. It depends if you're feeling okay. If you're feeling risky. You can do a cool jump over here. Now this is the part of the game where you cannot go faster than Peeves. So I like to wait for him a little bit here and then go. And then before I hit the finishing line, I make sure I can see him and then I go. If Peeves beats you, you will have to redo that again, that whole race again. And if you go fast on the last bit there, where you did that big jump, and you got to the bit where the floor started to fall, it's always good to wait by the finishing line. If you see the sparkles of him, then you can go straight ahead. If you don't see the sparkles, wait. Because if you go, you will soft lock. Right, we're gonna drop down here. Collect the frog, because it's in our way. And now we're going to go into the forbidden corridors. With the Peeves race, if you're doing any percent, you don't need to do Peeves.
Well now,
You skip Peeves and you just go straight into the forbidden corridor. It messes the game up a lot, so that's why you do it.
Now be off with.
Right. Here we have to be stealthy. But yeah, we have to be stealthy. We have to pick up these invisible cloak things. So he can't see us and the cat can't, Mrs. Norris can't see us as well. So here we need to collect the key for the door. Jump down. He can't see us, so it's fine. We open the door. We run. I'm also going to tell you the most important thing about speedrunning this game. Now, I drink a lot of water in my streams and when I run. And it's always good to know, like, when's a good time to go to the toilet to pee and stuff like that. Or just take a break or just to stretch. After Forbidden Corridors, there is a massive cutscene, a book cutscene, where you can do, I think it lasts like a minute and a bit. You can do, that's when I go and run up and pee. If you need to, like, do anything, it's a good time there. So I'll tell you exactly where. So here, we climb up here, and Mrs. Norris will be on this beam here. So we have to wait for her to turn around, because if we was to jump now, she would see us and we'd have to reset to the beginning. If you get caught in any of these, it resets you to the start again. So what we do is wait for her to turn around, jump. Don't bother with the cloak, we don't need it. Grab the key, jump down. His timing, he never spots you as long as you do it like that quick. Even if you're a bit slow, he won't spot you, because he'll always be facing the other way. Right, we're gonna go up here. I would say this is one of the hardest rooms, because if you was to grab a little bit of the left side of the, ledge thing over there, Harry will miss it and drop down, and then Mrs. Norris will see him. It's always good to go for the right or the middle of this ledge, because then you're guaranteed a ledge grab. If you go a little bit to the left, he won't grab for some reason. I don't know, maybe they didn't put collision there or some shit. Jump back up. The key's on the ground there where Mrs. Norris is. And then we're gonna jump back around. Run. And just walk past him. You can bump him, it's fine. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make him, like, notice you or anything. So, if you're scared of, like, accidentally touching him, it's fine. As long as you're invisible, you are literally invisible to him. Here, we're gonna wait a couple of, like, half a second, and then we're gonna go. If you go straight away, he will see you. We always, just, like, take a tiny baby step. Wait like a few seconds, like not even a second, half a second, and then go for the cloak there. So this is the pee break. As soon as we go through this door, we pee. So I'm gonna fast forward here. I'm gonna pee too. See, that was enough time for a pee break.
She needs a... Come on.
So we're gonna go through this door. We're gonna run to the troll. Here, it's like, if you've ever played Crash, it's like running backwards from the boulder, but you're running backwards from a troll. If you land in the green goo, you have to reset from the start again. So try not to do that. I have done it quite a few times. It is very annoying.
You distract the troll and I'll find
There's
Hermione.
also parts of the game where it will be like it will be kind of guiding you with beans. The beans kind of guide you in what direction you should be going into later on. You'll see, like, about now. See, as you saw there, the bean kind of guided me to go onto that tiny platform. Again, beans. There's 3 stages to this, so this is the second one. Again, it's the same, just be careful. If you get hit, don't worry about it too much. To avoid the torches, I normally stay to the right side of this, because the torches normally go to the left side. That bit is kind of tricky, but I don't know, you just kind of have to get used to it. Again, just try and stick to the right if you don't want to get hit, but if you do get hit, don't worry too much about it. There's loads of frogs everywhere. So yeah, just carry on. And we should be done now. So we're going into the girls' bathroom now, where Hermione is, and we're going to cast, we're going to try and make sure the troll does not hit Ron.
Are you alright, Hermione?
The troll will start throwing, like, stuff at us. If he throws it at you and you get hit, it's fine. You're not going to be wasting time if it hits you. If it hits Ron, you're going to be losing time, because Ron is trying to charm the, his club to hit the troll there. If he gets hit, he slows down. And you can tell when he's going to get hit, because the troll will look to where he's throwing, so he's going to throw at Ron again. Now he was going to throw at Ron there the next time as well. You can tell he will, like, look at you if he's going to throw it at you, or he will look at Ron if he's going to throw at Ron.
Wow! Did you see that? Thank you, boy.
But yeah, we're going to play the next game of Quidditch now.
Mr. Gryffindor. We're all...
So yeah,
Hagrid.
You mean Fluffy?
Hagrid will do a thing where he'll push you. Sometimes it's a big push, sometimes it's a little push. You can't control it.
Never you.
You better get going.
Like there, see, he kind of walked into our direction, which was not nice. Sometimes he like really pushes you, I've noticed, and it's annoying.
Welcome.
So we're going to do this game of Quidditch. This is the last, yeah, this is the last game of Quidditch we do in No Major Skips. So there's only 2 Quidditch matches we do. In any percent we do 3. Because you do something called Quidditch abuse.
Is that the snitch? Potter's
But in No
seen the
Major
snitch?
Skips you play two games of Quidditch.
Yeah! The crowd is on its feet. Come on, Harry Potter. He's getting closer.
In 100%, I believe it's 3 as well.
Getting so close.
Yeah, it's 3. Because at the end of the game, when you 100% it, you get a Harry Potter Wizards card. And then Ron is like, oh my god, you have to play the Slytherin game after you've defeated Voldemort and you're in hospital. And then you play the last game of Quidditch. So there's 3 games in any percent and no major skips. And 3 games in 100% and any percent. No major skips, you only play 2, which is very nice because the less amount of Quidditch you play, the better.
This is amazing. Here comes a bludger. Potter takes the lead. Look at Potter go. Potter is so close.
As I said, it will take practice to get good at Quidditch. The snitch goes on like its path, like it never changes.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
that was really bad.
Potter's going.
There we go. Yeah, the snitch always goes in the same path. It never changes. It will go at like a longer path if you miss a load of rings, so you might not be used to that. If you mess up a little bit. So, now we are going to go to Gringotts. Going to go to Diagon Alley because Norbert is not feeling well. We need to give him a tonic made out of loads of things, but we need to buy those things with money. And we need to go to Gringotts Bank first.
We need go to Grit. I'm off to.
So we're gonna run forward. We're going to go straight into Gringotts Bank. And warning, the floor is very, very slippery. Because I guess the game designers wanted to add like some ice physics into the games because all these games like back in like 2000 and like late 90s all wanted like icy physics because that seemed fun at the time. I don't know why. It's horrible, but I imagine like it was like, oh, it's fun. As soon as the cutscene ends, instead of walking forward, if you walk forward you'll trigger a cutscene with this goblin here. If you just slightly go to the left, you can just skip that cutscene. As soon as we enter here, we're gonna go to the left anyway, talk to this guy.
If you wish to move swiftly.
And now we're gonna collect papers to collect down money. Gringotts takes a little bit of getting used to. I mean, the icy floor physics takes a little bit of time to get used to. Yeah, there's not really much to say here. With collecting, so we're collecting Knuts right now. you don't have to worry about missing gems. You don't need gems for no major skips. You don't need gems for no major skips in any percent. You only need gems for 100%. So your main concern is to get coins. And you only need to fill up the bar 3 times. That's it. You can also hit these pieces of wood at the start because it only takes off coins when you have them. We don't have any coins right now. So don't worry if you get hit by those 2. So we're going to try and collect as many coins as we can. You don't have to worry about the gems. The gems do nothing for you. You don't need them. We're gonna skip a few because if we accidentally collect all the gems, we'll have an extra cutscene to play through of Harry collecting a wizard's card, but we don't need that. With collecting the coins, X is going to be your best friend because when you press X, you get to hold your position, which is very, very helpful. If you leave, like, Harry go without pressing any buttons, he'll start moving. Because this does have physics to it. The fact that it kind of moves where it should move when it's going in the direction there. What else? When you're doing a turn thing, it's always good to start off in the opposite direction so you get momentum to continue the turn the whole way through. Because if you was to start like there, you'd struggle to get over and you'll miss coins.
Congratulations. Lazy.
So straight away we go down here, and then we're gonna go down this little area here, and we're gonna talk to this guy next.
I see you have. If you wish.
For the sickles. So we're gonna go up. Up. Left. Again, always good to use the camera to change your directions with the camera buttons because it helps you like see where you're going. Yeah, it helps to see where you're going. It also helps to like kind of control Harry in a way. Because you need like all of the control, especially when it's icy, like it's even harder to control him. We are in Sickles right now. Sickles is probably the hardest tunnel to 100% because there's a tricky spin to do. There's a tricky spin to do to collect the sickles and the gems. I'll talk a little bit more about 100% because there's not really much I can talk about like for no major skips. Just collect the coins, that's all you need to do. For 100%, you'll see in the top left corner where the sickles will be. If there's a gem behind it, that means you need to collect the sickles. If you get all the sickles in that little part there, like here, see the gem behind it? And there's a gem there. If we collect all of these sickles, that means the gems will then spawn. If we miss at least one of those coins, the gems will not spawn. And that means already your 100% is not there. We can miss coins for 100%, as long as there's not a gem behind it. If there's a gem behind it, that means you need to collect the coins. Like now, see gems behind it, that means we need to collect the coins to get those. We're gonna skip one just in case we actually accidentally 100% it. See, right now we can skip those coins because there was no gem behind it. Here there's no gem behind it, so we could skip these ones as well if you're doing 100%. But we're just gonna do it. The planks of wood, you kind of get used to their placements. We didn't build any momentum up there because we didn't start from the other side. But I will I'll tell you which is the hardest part in Sickles to do for 100%. It's here, this one. This is the hardest bit to do. And then to collect these gems. Look, we just did the hardest part. the hardest part for that bit there was to collect the sickles, because it goes really fast, especially if you're doing it for the first time. There's a sound cue to when you should start spinning, and it's like when the tracks of the, I don't know, I'm just gonna say roller coaster, it kind of goes shoo-doom. That's when you start your spin. If you're wondering how 100% works, that's how it works. So now we're going on to, ooh. You want to try and keep your
You have a sickle coin now. Do you wish to try for the galleon?
Oh god, he sounds weird. Yeah, we're doing galleons now.
If you wish.
With the slippery floor, another thing is to try and keep it tight. If you can keep it tight, keep it tight. Because you don't want to, like, overshoot things. You kind of want to do tiny little turns. If you do big turns, that means you, like, you know, you go out of place and you have to correct yourself more. If, like, again, like, if you go slow on it, it does work out a bit better for you. So here, I went a bit too fast there into that wall. Again, I went fast. I shouldn't have gone fast. So here we are for galleons. Galleons is kind of hard for 100%. I would say it's the easiest. Compared to Knuts, I think it's the easiest. Oh, straight away when you start off galleons, you want to turn upside down because it's easier. That means you don't have to swing from left to right to left to right. It's just easier to just go upside down. And because we don't need the gems, we won't collect them. Yeah, I think galleons is probably like the most forgiving. It has the most piece of woods in it, the most barriers in there to like mess you up. But it also has like the most amount of coins as well. And you can pick up a lot of coins at the end of the game, so like when you're like, oh no, I haven't got enough, there's like, they put a lot at the end to make sure you are like good enough for it. I just wanted to practice. Skip that wood, we're gonna skip this wood as well. Normally they're always on the opposite sides if one starts. Very easy. I think galleons is probably the easiest for any percent or no major skips. Because it's just so forgiving. Normally always in opposite directions. When the first one goes, then the other one is going to be in the opposite direction. So just get ready for that. Nice. Practicing for my 100%. I'm gonna skip these gems because I forgot if I collected any to begin with. Oh, I did, I remember now. But yeah, you just, as you can see, we're full now. We don't need to bother about collecting anymore, but I just like collecting them. And now you'll see like how many more there are. And they're easy ones as well. They're not spinny ones, they're only straight ones. But yeah, that is galleons.
Very well done, Mr. You can return.
And now we're going to exit out the bank, and then we're going to go into Diagon Alley, where it is the RNG section of the game. So we're going to just Tokyo drift out of here. Avoid that guy, you can bump into him. See, we've already got caught on him. Try and avoid him. Go through the door. And we can skip cutscene with this. There's a guy like right here. We can skip cutscene by just avoiding him, by just walking past him. So Diagon Alley has the RNG. We're gonna first go into this shop here, and it's the frog shop. And with the frog shop, while you're talking to the woman, near the end of the conversation, keep your eyes on the background and see if any boxes vibrate.
Just once you've found. Be quick though.
No, I didn't see any boxes vibrate, so that means the frog is on the top here. There he is. Now, if the frog is on the top, the next frog will always be on the bottom. If it's on the top, it's always going to be bottom next. So there he is. Oh, nice. Now, the best RNG for this game, the best RNG you can get is all of the frogs to be on the bottom floor. That is amazing. That's the best you can get. The worst you can get is you go upstairs, get the frog, then come downstairs, get the frog, and then go back upstairs and get the frog. And the worst placement for the frog is like right here at the back here. That's the worst. You probably like, that's very, very bad RNG just to get both like frogs at the back. So yeah, just, there's not really much you can do. You can't change where the frogs are going to be. Just always remember, if the frog is on the top, the next frog will always be on the bottom. If it's on the bottom, it may be on the bottom next, it may be on the top. It doesn't really make a difference. Oh, look at that frog, that's kind of cute. I didn't know you rabbits. And you got the dancing rat as well, skipping with a skipping rope. And there's another one. Right, we're going to go into the next shop now. I never noticed that frog. Right, we're going to go into the peacock. We're going to go into Ollivander's next. In the code, the peacock is actually a phoenix, but I guess they just didn't end up doing it in the end. And it's actually a peacock. Now, to get the peacock feathers, we have to stand on top of it. The peacock has like a set of paths which he does randomly, so the longer you play the game, the more used to know you get to have a feel of where he's going to go next. Sometimes he could just go different places, sometimes he just goes back and forth around here, sometimes like it's all random. Right, this is like a really nice path where he's just going back and forth. Also, before you get the next feather, it's always good to wait a little bit, because as soon as you start, the little gauge thing will not go up. Okay, that was actually a really good peacock. Like, really good. Sometimes he'll be like running literally all over the place, and that's always like a bad peacock. Right, the next shop is here. What's it? Elops Owls? Elops Owls. Emporium. This is the next shop we go into. This is not RNG based. This is a very, 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 very easy game. All you have to do is feed an owl peanuts. That's it. It's literally it.
Excellent. My eagle, his treats are. Use the once he's.
So we're gonna go into this door where the owl is, the eagle owl, and we're gonna feed that guy in the middle. How you do that is there's some nuts over here, and you're just gonna levitate them to the bird. Now, don't press X once it gets over the counter, because there is a chance that those owls flying around him may eat your peanut. So I'm gonna just like hover it over, don't press X, just move it over to the peacock, over to the owl there, eagle owl.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We feed him 3 nuts. Yeah. And then he gives us a feather, and we Leviosa that over. Now, I have heard from people you can soft lock if you make the feather land on top of the counter, so try not to do that. We want to exit the levitation once it's over the counter, so we can grab it. Here we can avoid a conversation between this guy by just walking away from him. Just avoiding him. And now we're going to go into Hagrid, and we are going to go into a book cutscene, so we're going to skip it. Bye. So, This is the Forbidden Forest. Here we've got some fast Incendios here. So already as soon as we start walking forward, we're going to hit the first Incendio. Now let me actually bring out my book so I actually remember it. Again, take the notes down. I will put down like right now what the spell is going to be. They're always the same. I told you before, I'll tell it again just in case you skipped the first one. The first button we press on this fast Incendio is triangle. So as soon as you start the Incendio, just press triangle. Then it's circle, triangle, circle, X. So we're going to try and hit those 4 inputs into 2 like inputs, if that makes sense. So first of all, X, triangle. We're holding triangle. Circle, triangle, circle, X. I was a tiny bit slow there. I got the X on the 3rd input instead of putting it into the 2nd input. But fast Incendios, they do take a little while to learn how to do. But yeah, we've got another 2 Incendios coming up. I will put all the Incendios up on the screen when they happen. Here, I like to target with R1 and do a full flipendo charge onto this tree. Sometimes when you hit it, it doesn't work for some reason. Just keep hitting it, try it from a different angle. The tree is a bit iffy in a way. And then I'm gonna aim for this black dot on the tree. I'm gonna aim to like jump on it because it's quicker than climbing up the tree. Well, Harry normally climbs up the tree and it takes a while for him to climb up it. So it's better for you to just jump on top of the tree. Try and hit that black circle over there, jump up, jump back down, instead of doing this. Takes a lot longer. Rather just jump on the tree than that. So we're gonna come up here, and we're just gonna run past these trolls. We don't have to deal with them. We don't have to do anything. And now we're up to our 2nd Incendio. Now, there is a trick you can do. Personally, I don't go for it because I'm not that skilled. It's called bridge skip. I'm going to show you what that looks like now. With bridge skip, it's only fast if you can do it the first time you do it. Like, if you mess it up, it's just quicker to do Incendio. So this fast Incendio starts off with X. So I'm gonna hold X as soon as we get into the Incendio, then circle, square, circle, triangle. I'm gonna write that down there for you now.
Incendio!
So circle. See, I messed it. You will mess it up. I mess it up. Everyone messes it up. If you don't mess it up, well, you'll definitely be coming for my place. We can collect as many frogs as we want here because we're not doing 4 eyes. In any percent, we do 4 eyes after the forest because it's just a bit messy and it's a bit all over the place. Now, here we come to the turtle, or the fire crab is what they're called, and we want them to look at us and then hit their butt. So, if the fire crab is looking the other direction, target him with R1 and try and get in front of him. And once you get in front of him, he'll turn around and start shooting fire at you. And you just want to hit him on his ass. So we're going to come up to another fire crab soon. And I'm going to show you how to do it again. So here, the fast Incendio. Here is circle, X, triangle, square. We're going to start off now, and we're going to put circle as the first input.
Incendio!
If you mess up, you can still do fast Incendios in different orders. So there, I messed up, and I did circle, X, triangle, circle, square. Yeah, you can mess it up, like that. Right here, he's not looking at us. We want him to look at us, and that triggers him to turn around and start shooting us. Yeah, they're called fire crabs. They don't look anything like crabs. I prefer turtles or tortoises. They're tortoises. But in the code, their name is fire crabs.
I see. There's some.
We're gonna run straight forward, and now we're gonna run straight backwards here, and we're going to do a little trick that skips doing an Incendio. So normally we hit an Incendio and it will burn all of these bushes, and it takes a little bit long to burn the bushes because it plays an animation of each one of them burning. Instead, we're gonna run into this corner, and we're gonna try and angle ourselves right, and then it's going to push us up. Oh, again, camera needs to be like in the right spot. I'm not doing this justice, I'm not. Let's start again. Right, we're gonna walk into the wall, and then we're gonna fix our camera in a way. Oh, that looked like it was going in. There we go. Play around with the camera. When I first started doing it, I messed up a lot on that. It's, be patient with it. When I was messing up, I was halfway through, and then I was like, no, this is the wrong camera angle, and then I'd change it to the wrong camera angle. When he starts walking in there, he may just get pushed out. If he gets pushed out, that's the wrong camera angle. Try a different one. Just tap it slightly. Tap the camera button slightly, and start walking into the wall, and you'll get that in there. So as you can see, we skipped doing an Incendio there. Then we walk through here, and there's going to be a cutscene, so I'm just going to fast forward. That man didn't have nipples. We're going to get a flute from Hagrid, and we are going to play the flute very quickly. For this part of the game, I hold my controller a weird way to try and do this the fast, so we have to enter triangle, circle, square, X as fast as we can. If we mess up, it resets, so I kind of hold my controller like this, if that makes sense, and then I rock between, like, so I'd do like that. I use my thumbs for it because I find it's like quicker. Just get used to it, find a position you like that feels comfortable, and then just go mad. Yeah, so I just hold my controller like this, and then I just go boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Yes, someone is whispering in the background. They're playing a video game. I'm sorry for that, but it's fine. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, like I'm not gonna be in like a studio, am I? Right. We just spoke to those two over there. We're gonna follow those two people as well. In any percent, we don't do that. We actually have to do Fire Seed skip again to get over the gate there, because we miss getting the brain, and that's when we get the brain and then go do Four Eyes. So you don't need to do that. Don't worry about that. I'm just telling you what any percent is like. We just follow where they went, and then we are going to go to Fluffy next, because we just learnt how to play the flute, and we can put him to sleep. Again, I don't know, I just like moving the camera. The camera feels nice to move around instead of moving Harry. Sometimes like moving Harry is fast, I feel. It depends on you. Again, go to the left side of the door. If you go to the right, he does a little animation walking to the left side. We're gonna go up. And we're gonna go to the Transfiguration area, because Fluffy's door is there. So we're gonna go up again, go left, and then we're gonna go through the door. Gonna go through this door here. And then we're gonna go through this hole in the wall that the troll created from earlier. And Harry. We're going to go fast forward. So we've just entered Fluffy now. We can do Fluffy in one full cycle, which means we don't have to start over again. He doesn't pounce on us. I'm going to show you how to do that because it's the quickest way. we're going to first run up towards Fluffy, make him pounce, and then we're gonna go to the right head and we're gonna play the flute correctly, because if we don't, he'll jump on us. We're gonna go to this paw. Ideally, you'd want to stand on his left paw. Oh. There, I fucked up there. You're meant to stand on his left paw, and then you play the flute. I'm just doing very badly. You can get that in one cycle, so you make him pounce, go to the right head, make him fall asleep, go to his left paw on the right side, then play the flute. That will hit the middle head, and then you just need to walk a couple of steps to the left, and you'll hit the other head there. And you can do that without him hurting you, as long as you play the flute correctly. Here we've reached Devil's Snare. For this, we allow Ron to talk for a second. So leave him talk here, and now we skip him. When doing that, that allows us to move straight away out of the that cutscene area there. If we was to just mash through all of that, we would be stuck there, and sometimes we take damage there. I don't know why the game does that, it just does. It doesn't like you skipping Ron for some reason. So try and remember that. Just skip Hermione. Let Ron talk for that one voice line there. Let him talk for like half of it and then skip it. And then that allows you to move after the cutscene. I think if you mash it, Harry stays there for like half a second to a second, and then you take damage as well. It's not ideal. Straight after that, I hit R1, I come up to here. Ooh, that was weird. Come up to here, full charge. Why is that doing that? That's strange, I've never seen that happen before. I think it was this guy who was hitting us. Yeah, I always hold R1 to get this first one out of the way instead of going into look mode. R1, everything needs a full charge here. All these ones here, they need full charges. From here, I try to like stay clear from that one because it just whipped us twice. We're going to hit triangle and we're gonna just do everything from here. Full charge, flipendo, then it's this one, then it's this one, then it's this one, and then it's this one. Gonna run over here, look backwards, and now we're going on here. Here we do half charge flipendos, because if we do full, it will end up attacking us. So we do half charges here. As you can see, it's taking life off of it. That's good. If we do a full flipendo, I'll show you what happens. It attacks us. But we do get the hit in, but it's just worth it. We have a fast Incendio here. I did it slow. Console players don't usually go for that fast Incendio because it lags a lot. If you're on emulator, give it a go. I've written down the fast Incendio pattern here. Also, another thing to keep in mind, you can do a swag strat here, but it's super hard to get. Before you start the Incendio, if you move back, you can get yourself in like a really good position about here or so, and do your Incendio from here. And Hermione has a chance of pushing you into this door, and that skips you walking into the door like after you finish the Incendio. You go straight into the next room. I don't think anyone has ever done it in a run and has submitted it. Good luck if you are. You'll be the first person to submit it as a run. Don't go for it if you're like if you want to do it. What am I saying? Don't go for it if you want. It's probably unlikely you'll get it. The most she does is give you a little tap, and she might like just push you here or something like that. Ron will push you out the way as well, but Hermione's the one that will push you in. So as soon as you kill that, you go through the door, and then you're onto the keys. Again, flying. We're gonna do some more flying.
Time to put your good luck, Harry.
The keys can cut you. Well, I believe they cut you because they're kind of sharp. They do damage to you. Try and avoid going into them because health is really important coming up to the end of the game because there aren't many frogs near the end. And you need a lot of health if you're going to be going for fast foldy. So, oh, I've completely forgotten how to like do no major skips and stuff like that. Right. I'm gonna give you the definition of no major skips compared to any percent. Should have done this at the start of the video, but I'll do it now. Right. So no major skips skips out the no major skip. It skips out the major skips. Those major skips are Fire Seed skip, Cloudy skip, and Quidditch abuse. And if you're an old person who used to run this ages ago, it skips early Four Eyes. But none of the like new runners really know what that is, because we don't do that, because we found Quidditch abuse. So with no major skips, you can do brain skip. You can do fast foldy, which we'll be doing at the end, because everyone should do it because it's easy to do and it's just fast. You cannot do cloudy skip. Cloudy skip skips the end fight with the 5 knights. You just end up jumping over the little canyon thing, and you avoid fighting all of the knights. Oops, missed that. There we go. So yeah, no major skips Cloudy, Fire Seed skip, and Quidditch abuse. Yeah. You cannot do those skips in no major skips. If you do those skips in no major skips, that makes your run invalid, and that means it will not go up on the leaderboard, and it will be an invalid run. So there's a couple of frogs around here. That's the one frog here. In the next like long corridor, you'll find, I think, 2 frogs, which will help you a little bit on. You can try and go as fast as you can, and just try and avoid talking to Hermione there. Now we've entered chess. Again, you can take some notes down. This is like the only notes I've taken down for this game are the fast Incendios and chess. So straight away, the first game of chess, we go onto the black square and then we go up. With Wizards chess, it seems to skip all the rules of chess. Colors can take each other and none of them move in the right direction. We're gonna go up one again. And now we are going to go down left. So if you want to know what that was, we go onto the black square, then we go up one, then up another one, then down left. And that's it. The next board, I like to think of it, here's a nice tip for you. I like to think of it as a capital N. So we go on the white square, we go up one. So just like a capital N. We're gonna go down right to this black square. And then we're gonna go up one. That's how I remember that second one as a capital N, because that's what it is. We just drew an N there. Here we're gonna start off on the white square and we're gonna go up left. And we're gonna carry on going up left until we reach the edge of the board. So another up left. And another up left. These are all the optimal routes. This is the quickest way to finish these chess games. And then we're gonna go down, right? And then we're gonna go down. And there you go. You are now a grandmaster at chess. Again, try and pick up as many frogs as you can. She doesn't hold the door open for us. Very nice. Oh no, it's waking up. She shouts it. Wait, listen, she shouts.
Oh no! Hang on.
Oh no, it's waking up! Shh.
Charm all of
these objects. It's like you just shouted and woke them up. Right. With charming all these objects, it's good to like run up towards it. Do not press X. Don't press X. We don't need to levitate. We just need to put it to the side and drop it. If you press X, that means it levitates. And that means when you drop it, it has to high from a... Like, you have to drop it from a high, you need to drop it from high up. If it's high up, it's going to make a loud noise because it's up high. I like to move these objects to the, right side. This one I like to move to the left because I think it feels quicker to me. Here, right. I don't know, do whatever way it makes you feel. Probably, no one's really figured out, like, if it makes any difference. With this chair, we're going to do something called chair skip. It saves 0 point something seconds. We're going to put the chair over here. We're going to quickly jump over. We're going to turn around, quickly levitate the chair again. And we're going to wait until he's about to fall in, drop it. And that skips the cutscene of him falling in. The cutscene is probably 0.5 seconds or something like that. But it's a nice little skip. It's the skip I'm famous for some reason. I don't know, I never found it. I wasn't the person to find that skip, but it saves a couple of seconds. We have to find the Ice Knight. It's always different. It's RNG. But as long as you have eyes, you're good. Okay, he's in this one. Try and get a full flipendo when he's about to hit you. If you go outside of the boundary, he'll stop attacking you, so I'll show you where about. Wait, she's gonna talk to us. We've got Crunchy Harry now, we're Icy Boy. So, while that fight was happening, if we stood like about here, he would stop attacking us, so try not to run away from him because he'll stop attacking you. And you want him to attack you so that he's open for you to attack him. Okay, now we're Icy. We're gonna go through the black fire. Crunchy, crunchy, crunch. We are going to, fight the 5 knights. We're not going to do Cloudy Skip because that's not allowed in No Major Skips. Collect the frogs if you're low on health. There's 2 here, so you got 1 here and 1 over here. We're entering the 5 knights now. I'll tell you what Cloudy Skip is as well if you're interested. Cloudy Skip involves pause buffering to try and jump over to here. That means you skip fighting 5 knights. So you can see there's 4 here. There's going to be 5 soon. So target them. Hold full flipendos. Try not to get hit. Again. Full flipendos. He'll magic up these 2 guys. Full flipendos. This guy, make him hit you. Wait. And then he'll do this kind of, I don't know, a hug there. Make him hit you again. That's the only time you can attack him, is when he's hugging you. Now we've got the big guy. I like to run around him. Full flipendos again. Run around him. Full flipendo. He hits once, the next one is 1 time he hits again. Full flipendo. Now he's gonna hit 2 times. 1, 2. Now full flipendo hit. Now he's gonna hit 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And we hit again. And that's killed him. Could I have some water, please?
Damn you, but
Now, if you are low on health, it depends on how your health is. If your health is like here, probably collect the frog. If your health is real down low, I would suggest getting the potion over there. So, get this potion. It will take some time to drink it because he does his little animation here of drinking the potion. But if you're real down low, I would suggest getting it, especially if you're new to this game. If it was me, I wouldn't even bother with the frog or the potion. I'd go straight into it. So I am redoing this tutorial because while I was filming it, it went very fast and it was not very clear as to what you was meant to be doing. So I'm just redoing it so it's a lot clearer. So this is a tutorial on how to do fast Voldemort. We're going to enter the room and we're going to spam square because we want to get through all of the voice lines. Let's just watch that now.
Harry Potter.
But Master,
So as soon as this is over, we're going to hold X and we're going to walk into the mirror. This area is a safe zone, so Voldemort can't hit us. Voldemort's spell will then come towards us, and Harry will automatically turn around. As soon as Voldemort's spells dissipates, we're going to walk forward a tiny little couple of steps into the triangle there, the dark triangle, which I've highlighted. When we stop walking, we're going to let go of our flipendo. We are then going to quickly hold another flipendo and we're going to listen for a sound cue of Voldemort making a noise like. As soon as he makes that noise, we're going to let go of the flipendo and we're going to do another charge of the flipendo. As soon as he makes the noise, we're going to let go. We do this 6 times. If you do it more than 6 times, if you do it 7 times, it will make Voldemort invincible. After you do the 6th flipendo, don't charge another one, just wait until the cutscene comes. And then after that, you can go straight into the second phase of holding the flipendo and hitting the mirror and then getting a full charge onto Voldemort very early. You can just, like, stay far back away from these. These will not damage you because they will not reach you. See, they die there. He's gonna do this big one, run away, just run to one side, full charge this, full charge into here. We, in a way, can manipulate Voldemort into going where we want him to go. As long as we stand where we want him to go, he will walk where you are. The 4th one is always the big spell, just run in a direction, full charge. Go around to the other direction, full charge. Again, just stand back, don't let him hit you. His spells do a lot of damage to you. These first 3 spells will not hit you. Then this big spell will, so walk in one direction. Then we're going to full charge this. He's going to walk where we was, and we're going to full charge again. Now we're going into the 3rd phase where we mash square. This is where we end up getting the end time. So this is where you'll split at the end. You split just as the last hit happens. So when you get the last hit in, that's when you press your timer and you end the timer. So here we just mash square as fast as we can. And we press X when it comes up with X. Mash, 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 mash. X. Mash, mash, mash. X. Timer. Hit your timer there. As soon as you get that last hit timer, your timer ends there. I will be making more in-depth videos for all of the main skips, so like Fast Voldy, I wrote a list down of all the skips I was going to do, like more in depth, right? So I've got. Oh no, I don't. It's not. No, it's not here. Oh, didn't I write it down? I swear I did.
Dumbledore smiled. What happened down in the dungeons between yourself
Oh well.
and Professor Quirrell? Is a
I wrote it on
complete
another
secret, he
piece of
said.
paper.
naturally,
So that's no major skips. I'm going to be making a more in-depth tutorial for all of the skips that require a little bit more,
Lord Voldemort's return.
require a bit more time. So brain skip, fast foldy.
Nevertheless, Harry,
There were some other ones that I'm going to make. I'm going to do some any percent tutorials as well on how to do cloudy and all of those things.
Harry made his way down to the end of the
Well
east
done
east.
if you've watched all of this video.
The great hall stepped out in
Hopefully you'll give no major skips a go, and now you'll know like every single little skip you can do.
There was a sudden hush. He took a seat between Ron
If
and
you
Hermione,
liked this
trying to
video,
ignore the
please
stares
give
of
it a
the
like,
other
please
students.
subscribe. If you want to know anything or ask any questions, please just write a comment, or you can come to my Twitch channel and give a like, and you can ask me live and I'll go through some things with you. Also, you have the Harry Potter Discord,
Continued Dumbledore.
where everyone is very helpful. They'll be able to help you as well if I can't help you. There is a big community to Harry Potter as well, which is a very nice thing. If you're ever stuck, there's always someone going to help you.
The additional point had won the House Cup
Yeah.
for Gryffindor.
If you want to know anything else, just drop a message in the
Better
comment
than winning
section.
at Quidditch or Christmas
Thank
or
you all
knocking
for
out
watching,
mountain trolls.
and
He would
I
never,
can't wait to see you on the leaderboard. Don't
forget
take my time,
tonight.
please. See ya, and bye.